10 of the best hill and mountain walks in the UK, Reader's Travel Tips. Hills large and small and more remote areas of the UK offer our tipsters incredible views, solitude and a thorough workout. Winning tip: Southeast, Outer Hebrides. For anyone wishing to experience truly wild, but not too remote or challenging, mountain landscapes, the hills on the east side of East and the Outer Hebrides provide plenty of opportunity. On Southeast, Bean Mahor, 620 meters, Bean Corriedale, 527 meters, and Hecla, 606 meters, give great 360-degree views from Skye to St Kilda, and together form an excellent 16-mile ridge walk along which you will be unlikely to meet anyone. They also appear larger than they are, with their bases being at sea level. Staying overnight at the Azini's Bothy will just add to the feeling of adventure. Further north, the lower hills of Evelyn North and South Lee on the east coast of North East have equal views and feel similarly remote. And North Lee has a waymarked footpath for the more cautious. Ben Lors, Highlands at 1,214 meters. Ben Lors is the 10th highest on the list of 282 Munros, peaks of over 3,000 feet. While many Munros have a formidable reputation, Ben Lors benefits from an excellent path for the most part and starts at the National Trust Car Park, already at 700 feet. The views from the summit itself are majestic, but the base of this route is a real treat, passing through a national nature reserve abundant in alpine plants and native wildlife. Like all Munro walks, planning and preparation are paramount to enjoying the hills of Scotland. Robin Thompson Hares Gap, County Down. Northern Ireland's Mourne Mountains will always be a special place for me and my friends from university in Belfast. It's just unparalleled in being so close to the city and so rugged and beautiful. The best thing is how accessible the Mournes are to the everyday walker. Most people head for the highest peaks in the range, Slieve Donard, 853 meters, and Slieve Cumda, 765 meters. But the real gem is to park at the Odd or Tracy car parks and climb Hares Gap for stunning views of both the reservoirs inland and back towards the coast. This route also takes you up to follow the famous Mourne Wall, which spans 15 summits, and makes for an iconic picture even if you don't. From Newcastle there's a shuttle bus into the Mournes. Rose Winter. Dollywagon Pike and Helvellyn, Lake District. Grasmere, Fairfield and Helvellyn form a cornerstone of Lake District hiking, but the route northeast out of Grasmere, round the back of Stone Arthur and up Tunghill to Grisdale Tarn takes walkers through landscape that goes from prehistoric jungle to lakes in a lunar-like landscape in no time at all. From Grisdale Tarn, walkers can head up to Dollywagon Pike, 858 meters, and from there take Helvellyn, 950 meters, by a ridge walk very different from the usual approach. Or enjoy a scramble up to Fairfield Horseshoe and then down to the Badger Inn at Riedel, for much-deserved refreshment. Joe Orton Fell, Lake District. The views around Wasdale in the Lake District are some of the finest in England, but the popularity of the nearby hills, Scafell Pike, Great Gable and Pillar, means you have to get creative to avoid the crowds. Orton Fell, 395 meters, at the southeastern end of Wastewater, is less than half the height of the more famous peaks, but provides a strenuous and rewarding day out. With a circular walk that takes you from wooded fields to blustery fell top to tranquil lakeside in a few hours. From Gosforth village on the A595, follow the signs to Nether Wasdale and the free walkers' car park near the bridge over the River Ert. Refuel at the Strands Inn in Nether Wasdale, microbrewery attached, or stop for dinner at the Wild Olive Italian restaurant in Gosforth. See walklakes.co.uk. Natalie Hogg. Cairns Range, Snowdonia. Avoid the queues up Snowdon by enjoying the views across to it from the nearby Cairns Range. That's what we did on a sunny Easter Sunday. Catch the Snowdon Sherpa bus to Capel Curig or park in the signposted free car park by the A5/A4086 junction. Then take the bridleway by the chapel, passing the head of the Lincraftnant Reservoir before ascending through the trees to the ridge above Lincowlide and the peak of Penlithric Wyrich, 799 meters. You'll hardly see a soul as you follow this rocky ridge via Craigwen, 540 meters, and back down to Capel Curig. Version of this walk at mudandouts.com. Alison Field Picks Do, Brecon Beacons. On a pleasant day, Southern Britain's highest mountain, Pen y Fan, can be extremely busy, with queues for summit selfies. To avoid the crowds, and for an even more dramatic walk, head west around 20 miles from Pen y Fan to Pixdu, 749 meters, and Fanfield, 781 meters. This majestic ridge arcs around two inky blue lakes and offers stunning views in all directions, particularly east, back towards the heart of the Brecon Beacons. A route over the two main summits and back will take around 6 strenuous hours. The Hollandia Hostel is a half-hour walk away, and there is parking at the foot of the ascent. Similar walks at walkingclub.org.uk and mudandroutes.com. Jamie Askew Eiffel, Lynn Peninsula, Gwent. About an hour's drive from Snowdon, a much less well-known and far less challenging walk awaits you in Ur Eiffel, 446 meters, a hill on the north coast of the Lynn Peninsula. On your walk to the top, you will come across one of the most spectacular ancient monuments in Wales, Tir Single Cotar Seri, an Iron Age hill fort with largely intact stone walls. Carry on up to the peak and you will witness absolutely stunning 360-degree views of coast and country. Take a picnic and a camera and spend the rest of the day taking in the historic surroundings with the most beautiful views. Surrey's Yeavering Bell, Cheviot Hills. When I was much younger I went one evening, with local relatives, up the twin-peaked hill of Yeavering Bell. At 361 meters it has one of the largest and highest Iron Age forts in Britain. As we skipped past mountain goats on the way up, who either ignored us or whinnied in our direction, the summit seemed to move further away the more we climbed. But the view, every time I got up the courage to turn round, was glorious. Hills and land and farms and fields, and buildings like doll's house models as far as I could see. And I was the happiest girl alive when, as a family, with my uncle leading the way, we made it to the top, past the sacred stones, to stand, 1,185 feet up, surveying a little kingdom. Northumberlandnationalpark.org.uk. Kate Shudling's Low, Peak District. In Weldbo Arklow, just south of Macclesfield, Shadling's Low Hill, 506 meters, is part of the Gritstone Trail. With enticing old stone-flagged footpaths and great views of the Cheshire Plain and Peak District. The walk can be extended to include Gradbach, a beautiful valley, Lud's Church, a small hidden gorge used as a secret place of worship, the Roaches, a long rocky escarpment, the Dane Valley Way, a stunning river walk, Three Shires Head, lovely paddling, and Winkle, with a beautiful wooded valley. There are several pubs in the area, an ice cream farm with cafe at Weldbo Arklow, and Buxton, a charming spa town with famous spring water, is nearby. The peat moors are windswept, often boggy, and covered in cotton grass. Deborah for all of these routes, walkers should take supplies and equipment including compass, maps, food and suitable clothing in case of severe weather. They should also notify others of their plans. Presented by News of Voice. More news, www.newsofvoice.com. Please subscribe to our channel. Appreciate on like and comments. Thank you.